Happy Thursday, 9 News Meteorologist Laurann Robinson here with your virtual forecast. A beautiful, very warm day ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look straight at our current temperatures. We're in the upper 70s for most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. We're even seeing some 80s in some areas east and south. 82 already in Greeley, 81 in Pueblo, and up in Sterling, 89 down in Lamar, where we're of course going to get into the 90s across the southeastern corner of the state. 50s, 60s in the high country, 70s in the lower portions of the high country, and then 70s across the western slope. Going to be pretty breezy out there. Denver metro area can expect those winds to gust up to around 30 miles per hour today. You can take a look to the south. 41-mile-per-hour wind gusts being reported in Colorado Springs, and then southern portions of the Front Range and Eastern Plains will also watch for that increased fire weather danger for red flag warnings. But take a look out west. 48-mile-per-hour winds gusting over in Grand Junction. But as you take a look at our HD Doppler radar, there's a system just northwest of Colorado going through Billings, Casper area. A lot of that is going to skip over Colorado, but then drop very heavily across portions of Nebraska and into Kansas, where we're going to watch for several tornado outbreak chances over the next few days to the east. Here in Colorado, we're much more tame. We're going to see maybe a light rain snow mix in central and northern portions of the high country. That's about it. We can already start to see that forming here on our HD Doppler radar just west of Vail near the Eagle area. We're going to watch for some light rain and snow mix there. We can zoom into our futurecast a bit as well. Over the next few hours, we're going to look for a rain snow mix near Vail, Eagle, Aspen, Buena Vista, Gunnison, even up towards Steamboat Springs. As we get toward the later evening hours, some spots of, I don't want to say heavier snow, but moderate snow will start to form. That's going to be just west of Boulder, mostly through Grand Lake, Winter Park areas, and then forming a diagonal line through Vail, through Aspen, and kind of stopping just short of Gunnison there. Some of the higher elevations could see some small snow accumulations. We're not expecting a whole downpouring of snow, maybe just a couple of inches in those areas. And then other areas will be seeing that rain-snow mix, so it's going to be really hard or impossible even to get some snow accumulating there. Now, that's going to move out later tonight as the entire state clears out overnight, leading to sunny start to our Friday. But let's take a wider view at that futurecast that we just looked at. So we just looked kind of at a zoomed in portion of that rain snow mix in central and northern portions of the high country. But now let's take a look at the rest of the state, where we're going to be dry all day long. We're just going to look for some for some cloud cover to push in later this afternoon into this evening. And then take a look into the Nebraska Panhandle there, near where that 8 p.m. sign is at the top right corner of the screen. Those deep colors, that's where that same system is going to drop some heavy, strong storms through Nebraska and Kansas later this evening. For Colorado, we clear out overnight. We start our Friday sunny but cooler. A weak cool front is going to move in Friday. That's going to bring in some cloud cover. It's also going to drop our temperatures and give us a bit of a gusty afternoon. But we will likely stay pretty dry for our Friday. These couple of little green spots you see on the map Friday afternoon, maybe a couple of areas get a raindrop or two, but certainly nothing to write home about. Continue to expect your Friday to be dry with just some in and out cloud cover and cooler temperatures. It's not going to be into the weekend where we really watch for more actual storm chances in the forecast. But in the meantime today, red flag warnings to the south. That's going to be Sangre de Cristo and Wet Mountains, as well as Cheyenne and Kit Carson counties across eastern plains there. All of these areas are going to watch for very gusty winds and dry air to increase our fire danger there through the rest of the afternoon. And speaking of fire danger, we do have an air quality alert near the Four Corners region today and into early tomorrow. That's due to wildfire smoke from the Spruce Creek wildfire in the San Juan National Forest. We're going to watch for that to thankfully kind of clear out a bit later today as those gusty winds start to mix that air a bit. That's going to help anyone in that area with that wildfire smoke. But if you're sensitive to wildfire smoke, you certainly want to try and stay indoors through the rest of the evening and into early tomorrow. For the rest of us today, a very warm, beautiful day to be outside. 80s across most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. A little cooler in Fort Collins and Colorado Springs, but still not too bad. And then much warmer to the southeast, 92 expected today in Lamar. The high country, northern and central portions areas that are going to see that rain snow mix, those temperatures likely will max out in the 50s, but other areas of the high country could see 60s and 70s, and then more middle to upper 70s across the western slope. Overnight, everything clears out. We're going to see those 40s across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, 30s and 40s in the high country, 40s and 50s out west. So take a look at tomorrow. Those temperatures drop. They're not going to feel like the 80s that we're seeing today. Highs will max out in the upper 60s to low 70s for our Friday. Again, we're going to stay pretty dry throughout our Friday despite this weak cool front that's coming in and dropping our temperatures. Saturday and Sunday, a different story. We'll actually get the reverse. Those temperatures will warm up a bit, but we will watch for more storm chances during the afternoon and evening hours. Now, it's important to note none of these storms are looking to be a huge widespread washout. If you have outdoor plans for the holiday weekend, the earlier portions of the day are actually going to be sunny and warm. It's not going to be into the later half of the afternoon into the evening where we're just going to watch for those summertime spotty storms. Some of them could be pretty moderate to strong, but they'll be very spotty, and likely the strongest will be across the plains. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, again, try and plan them for the earlier hours. And if they do leak into the evening hours, just make sure you're weather aware this weekend and keeping an eye on the forecast to make sure that a storm isn't going to pop up overhead. And remember, thunder roars, go indoors. Monday, Memorial Day, we're actually going to be sunny and dry, very seasonal, average for this time of year, middle 70s. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those temperatures just skyrocket. We're going to have summer-like temperatures through the middle of next week with those highs in the 80s. So we do have a little bit of a roller coaster over the next few days before things just kind of start to coast going into next week. Now, today, a beautiful, sunny, warm day, a little breezy out there, but very warm in the 80s. So that breeze is actually going to cool us down a bit. Tomorrow, we cool down, but that's really going to be about it. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're going to watch for those very spotty afternoon and evening storms, Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday through the rest of the week, that sunshine returns, dry weather returns, and our temperatures start to warm up. Middle 70s Monday, 80s through around next Thursday. So we will have an updated forecast for you, of course, tonight on 9 News at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And then if you can't catch us on air, you can always watch us online at 9news.com and on the 9 News mobile app. Have a good day.